morning once again, and welcome to the Haven Financial Group radio show. We appreciate you listening. At any time, you can give us a call, 612-504-8400. In addition to visiting us online at havenfinancialgroup.com, check us out. There's bios on there, who we are, all our services that we do. 11 years now, our 11-year anniversary here in July. We're very thankful. Everything specific to retirement. I always say all the retirement puzzle pieces. Do you have them all? Do you have all the pieces? They should be more coordinated in retirement than ever, whether it be the estate plan, to the insurance, to the investments, to Medicare or supplements advantage, tax planning, tax prep. More so than ever, the coordination. And thankfully, and it didn't happen overnight, we have multiple personalities in all of these areas, including estate planning. And we work very closely together. The coordination is there. The communication is there. And that really helps alleviate some of the anxiety that people can have in retirement.
Absolutely. Well, we want to wrap this conversation this morning up with talking a little more about planning a life of freedom in retirement. You know, freedom comes with planning. It comes with no surprises. If we don't have big surprises along the way, I think, you live your life with much less stress and much more comfortably. So we want to talk a little bit about the things, sort of wrapping up all that we've talked about today, the things that are best to do to make sure that you have that freedom, that comfort level in retirement. Starting with the idea, first off, Larry, you just got to have a plan.
Yeah, failure to plan is a plan to fail. And when I have said it, hope is not a plan. So where do you start? Set clear and concise goals for retirement. It starts with knowing, what do you want to do? And if you're married, what do you both want to do? And what does that roadmap look like? How do we structure it? How do we get there? What's the purpose behind it all? Make a to-do list. Oh, my wife doesn't like to-do lists. Or maybe it's me that doesn't like to-do lists. But the reality is, think beyond your finances when you think retirement to-do lists. What are your experiences do you want? What do you want to contribute to? Do you want to explore? Do you want to extend education? Really do a to-do list or a bucket list. I have many people that give back to their community. Again, that's a personal preference. Join a club, volunteer, whatever, donate your time. Maybe if you don't have the money, time is money. Maybe you can donate your time. Okay, I have clients that do that. Well, I don't have a lot of extra retirement money, but I do have retirement time. Hey, time is money. Refresh your living space. I've heard this one a lot lately. Decluttering or redecorate. I just had two sisters. They lived together. They lost their mom. So then I got all their mom stuff into their house. And they go, my goodness, we have so much. We've been spending so much time a week trying to declutter. And that is a big thing, because they said, we don't want to leave our family the same mess that we got stuck with.
Right.
It is amazing how often I hear that. And again, over time, which a lot of our clients have been in the same house 10, 20, 30, 40 years. It's amazing. Do we really need 13 spatulas? Do we really need 5 irons? Do we really need? And again, there are hoarders out there, and I hear those stories as well. And those aren't good either.
Yeah, that kind of clutter, that keeps you from freedom. That's something that weighs on your mind, I think, constantly.
It does.
Yeah.
Declutter, maybe it's your schedule. Maybe it's declutter stuff. It could mean a bunch of things. Maybe it's just refreshing your living space, giving it a fresh look. I mentioned earlier, I love to travel. I love vacations. But maybe rather than, blow the budget with a big expensive trip, maybe you get creative with it. Just this last week, I have a couple newly retired. They love going to new parks, national parks, state parks, inexpensive compared to a lot of things. Or consider other options. Maybe you're too embarrassed to ask for the senior discount. Why? It's there for a reason. Look at all the options that are out there. Maybe it's looking at part-time work or consulting. I hear that quite often. Maybe it's maybe exploring your ancestry, your roots. What does that look like? We talked earlier about your health and well-being. Maybe it's getting that routine and making sure that you maybe spend an hour walking, or whatever that looks like. It's really finding your niche in your purpose in retirement, and match your plan, whatever that is, with a budget. Why? Because we got to adhere to some sort of guidelines, because we get outside the box it may interrupt and cause problems in our overall big retirement financial picture. And we don't want to set necessarily limitations, but we want to make sure that we have a financial roadmap to where we want to go. At Haven Financial Group, we are a nautical, I want to say we're a nautical company to some degree. If you come into our office, we have a big ship's wheel. And people say, well, why is that? Well, number one, we all like at Haven, all our staff, we like the water, we like the lake, we like the water, ocean, whatever it is. But in retirement, and I didn't come up with this because I have zero creativity. My wife has it. When we started the company 11 years ago, it came up with the name. And it's nautical to the degree, if you get off 1 degree or 2 degrees in retirement, you may end up in the wrong spot in retirement. Most people should have a destination in retirement, and you want to get there. How do you get there? What's that roadmap? Don't get off 1 or 2 degrees. It might be hard to get back on track.
Mm-hmm. Right. You're always looking for the perfect haven, yes?
Yes. And again, Haven also has a safe haven, a safe outlook, a safe place to go. And again, we truly adhere to that. We want people to be comfortable. I love when people come in and they go, oh, it feels so good here. There's so much energy. We love coming here. We didn't know our friends were here. We didn't know this. And you know what? That is the environment that we've created, thankfully, with great people, great clients, great staff. It is our environment. Maybe you want to explore that. Maybe you want to check it out, because we can talk about it on air, but the reality is that is the way it is. The proof is in the pudding. What you see is what you get. We are who we say we are. And at the end of the day, we want to know if we can help you in any of these retirement areas. And I say any of them. We're not an all or nothing company. When I say that, maybe it's you've neglected putting an estate plan together. Maybe you have never heard of viable long-term care options that might serve you well. Maybe you haven't got a partner to look at your supplements or Advantage and shop it out as annual enrollment's coming up. Maybe you're listening and you have an old life insurance policy and you haven't had it reviewed in a long time. We encourage it. Maybe you're listening and you have what oftentimes we talk about is annuities. Right, wrong, good, bad, or indifferent. You don't know how it works. You don't know which one of the 4 it is. Why not have an annuity exam or annuity outlook on that annuity so you understand it? Maybe you're a tax person. Maybe you're not planning. We do lots of tax planning. Lance is our CPA, but you've never done any planning. You might be missing opportunities. Maybe your tax preparer is not even spending any time with you. Maybe you're just drop-off pickup. You don't even talk to them anymore. Not enough attention in retirement. So at the end of the day, these are the areas, the services that we offer. We're not all or nothing. Wealth management, investments, et cetera, all of that. Transparency, we're all about it. Again, it's what you see is what you get, and we would love to visit with you at any point.
And we want to just remind everyone, and you say this frequently, and it's worth saying over and over again, there are no minimums. You don't have to think to yourself, well, I don't have $5 million in the bank, so I'm not really someone they'd be interested in talking to.
We don't have that at all. There are companies out there, and that's their philosophy. That's their model. So be it. But I will tell you this, whether small or large, complicated or not, we have helped folks in the past that have had very little that needed direction. They then entered it, maybe got an inheritance. They were actually able to refer us to somebody else that needed help. Everybody wants to go, fishing terms, go after the big fish. Well, guess what? You know what? Yes, okay, whether you have a lot or anything in between or very little, we're going to spend, we're going to spend the same amount of time with you. We all deserve the attention that's needed. Again, complicated or not. Well, I don't have a very complicated, good. I don't have any kids. Great. I'm not married. Don't have a partner. Okay, you still need a plan. I don't have very much. It's okay. You're embarrassed. Don't be. Whatever your excuse is, come in and visit with us. I think you're going to enjoy it.
612-504-8400 is how you set up an appointment to visit with the experts there at Haven Financial Group. This has been a great show.
Thanks, Cam. Look forward to next week. We will see you then.
There we go. There we go.